Hmm.
That's what I expected.
Thanks for the host, Joshua. Man, I hope you're ready for all these Mega Man 5 references. It's gonna be great. I know, right? It's so meta. Oh, I can't get that reference. Where's Rush? Oh, fuck, he doesn't work on the ceiling. God damn it. I'll never get that reference now. Easy peasy. I can't remember if Gyro Man's weak against him? Or Crystal Man. I think it's Gyro Man. You got Gravity Hold. Good shit. That's what you got. I think it was Gyro Man. Yeah, Gyro Man beat Crystal Man. Crystal Man beats Stone Man. Stone Man beats Charge Man. Charge Man beats Wave Man, who beats Starman, who beats Napalm Man. I used to have this when I was little. And when I was a teenager as well. I got it again. Or no, I had 4 when I was little. 4 and 2. And then I had this one growing up. When I was like 15 or 16, my friend had it and they gave it to me. They had like a box of NES shit like under their beds. Like, play those? No? You want them? Yes. I think it was 5 and 6 they had given me. No, I played 5 more. I also played this on emulator. Way back when, so technically I did have this as a child on emulator. This was like early 2000s, like 2000, 2001, maybe 99. So I played this on the Fantasia emulator as well. And that was before actually I had gotten an NES again. Antoine video game lore. I always get what had what mixed up. Because like, I distinctly remember having emulators, but having a Dreamcast at the same time, and the Dreamcast was still on sale. Like, you'd still buy a Dreamcast. Because I was trying to get Marvel 2 for the longest time, and I never got it until I was like 17. I got a Japanese version off eBay. Dude, I knew Mega Man existed since day one. Or some shit. No, because when I was little, we had the NES when I was like 3 or 4? It's still worth it. Because the kid across the street had Mega Man 2, and we'd always borrow it from him. But I was too young to play games, I remember that. Because I remember distinctly one day my brother was watching me, he beat Mega Man 2, then I wanted to play, he wouldn't let me, I got mad, I told my mom. He finally let me play, quote unquote play. I just got to, I picked Airman stage and I just sat there. I didn't know what to do against the birds. I was too small to play. And I remember, I think I was 12 or something. They bought me Mega Man X for Christmas. It was still new. But I think this was around the time the 64 had just come out or some shit. Maybe I was 10. Because Pokemon was out around the same time, but I think I had Mega Man X before Pokemon came out. Because Mega Man X wasn't new, it was old at that point. Because I distinctly remember seeing X2 and 3 like Blockbusters and shit when Blockbuster was still a thing. Oh man, I played the fuck out of Mega Man X. That was had that Link to the Past. I distinctly remember getting Link to the Past as well. I'd gotten like good grades on my report card or some shit, and my brother took me to the mall, to this store. No, it wasn't the mall. Was it the mall? It was either the mall or this little cool game shop we used to have. It was the game shop. It wasn't at the mall, but it was close to it. It's called, I think it was called Game Bros. Or Game Pros with a Z. It's a small rinky-dink shop. But they had a lot of badass shit there, remember? And he bought me Link to the Past and the strategy guide book. Which is kind of funny because I never read through that book. I just look at the pictures because I was an idiot. Like, I had all the strats in front of me. What was I doing? I remember I had Link to the Past for the longest time, and then I got X for Christmas. Like a year or two later. What's up, K-Price? But all that shit blends together because I can't get any of those dates straight. It drives me nuts. Did I remember a Funko Land later on of me buying an NES? I had bought Mega Man 3? But that was like a couple of years later? It all fucking blends together at this point. I can't remember, I can't get what I had first and when. All I know is for sure I skipped I didn't skip PS1 per se because my elementary, they just fucking handed out PS1s for everybody to like quote unquote borrow to play these educational games, but nobody did. And the kid across the street from me gave me a demo disc that had Metal Gear. So me and my nephew would fucking play the shit out of that Metal Gear demo. We had two discs. One had the Japanese demo for Metal Gear. Like, the voices were still in Japanese. And then the one was the translated version. And that's where I played the Final Fantasy VIII as well. I played the demo of that. But then we never ended up buying a PS1, but I should have, really what I should have did was I should have kept it, because that's what everybody else fucking did. Nobody gave that shit back. The school probably lost so much money on that shit. That's funny. I remember that shit. And it was the old style PS1s, like the gray one, like the first model. But I distinctly remember the schools having these, they had like these dev units or some shit, because they were big ass PS1s. They look like computers. Something. They'd let me play on them because I'd finish my schoolwork fast, because school was fucking dumb. Like, this shit's easy. I remember playing on those. Like I said, after we gave it back, I never got around to buying a PS1 at that point. I think my parents got me an N64 instead, which I didn't ever get good games for. I think I owned Mario Kart No, I did. I had Mario Kart and Star Fox. In Castlevania for some reason. Then I got burned on Blast Corps. I was thinking it was going to be a cool mech game, but that game sucked. I was so sad. And we played, my brothers had the 64 first. They had their own. Because they didn't live with us at the time, they already moved out of the house. They had Killer Instinct Gold, and that's all they fucking played, and it was Gold, it was Killer Instinct Gold, GoldenEye, and I think they had Mario Kart as well. I remember playing that with them. But we played the shit out of KI Gold. But anyways, after the 64, I remember I still had my NES at the time as well, or some shit. See, it all blends together, because even my nieces had a 64, and they had Zelda. That's actually all they had was Zelda. They had Zelda and Tetrasphere, and I think NBA Hang Time, but nobody ever fucking played that game. We go over and we just play Zelda at her house. I'd go over to my sister's house and play Zelda, my nieces, and my other nephew from my other sister. He would come and play with us as well. He had his own save file. Oh fuck, I'm too busy rethinking all this lore to use the weakness. Smart. Yeah, I can't go back to gold. I have to play KI2. Someone call. But anyways, back to the broken ass timeline of consoles. But after the 64, I remember trading in a shit ton of stuff to get a Dreamcast, hoping to get Marvel 2. Because this is when, like, I think it was like Game Informer magazine had like the fucking fat ass move list or some shit. I was super hype on Marvel 2 because I played it at the mall on the cabinet. I thought it was the hottest shit, dude. Fucking you could play as Sakura and Surfbot. Best game ever. And the Sentinel. That was the original team. This was like 12-year-old me, 13-year-old me not knowing any better. So I had the Dreamcast for a long time. We got Project Justice and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Remember that. 1 and 2. We played a shit of those. And Resident Evil 3. Yeah, I remember that. And Code Veronica. Because I took Code Veronica over to my brothers and they fucking loved that shit. They almost beat it for me. We couldn't beat the last boss. I think we didn't have enough ammo or some shit. I remember that distinctly and playing a lot of Project Justice. Then I don't know what happened after that. I know I think from there I just played a shit ton of Game Boy games. And Game Boy Advance came out around sometime in that timeline. Like I said, it's all blur. I remember having the Dreamcast for a long time. One Dreamcast. Then I don't remember what happened to my first Dreamcast. That's where it becomes a blur. Because I know for a long time I didn't play video games. After that, like on console, I just played them on emulator on PC. But I distinctly remember PC in between all that shit. Playing like emulator Fantasia as well. Then Pokemon came out, but that was before all that as well. Then I remember being super hype on the GBA. I think GBA was same time I was still playing Marvel 2 on Dreamcast a lot. So I remember there was a weird period in time where all my friends started playing Counter-Strike, but I just wanted to play Marvel 2. And like my friend had, another friend of mine had CVS 2 and Guilty Gear, we'd go play that at his house as well a lot. We were super hype on like SBO videos and shit. That was the hottest shit. Super Battle Opera, for those that know, it's the old Japanese tournament for like back in the pre Street Fighter 4 days. Like CVS 2 and Third Strike and stuff. But back then we didn't play a lot of Third Strike. We played a lot of CVS 2. It was more interesting for us, at least at the time. But anyways, from there, let's just fast forward to when I graduated high school. Oh, there goes the Mega Man 5 reference down the drain. Graduated, I still had my Dreamcast for a long time after that because I remember taking it with me when I moved. But this was like, I think this was like late PS2 era as well. Like I said, I skipped PS1 and PS2. It was wild in retrospect. Then again, my parents didn't have any money. So I had just Marvel 2 and emulators, like GBA games, because they were cheap, because I can find them cheap. I'm trying to think. Shit. What year did the DS come out? Because I remember getting the DS as well, living at my old house. See, that's why it all becomes a blur. It's like, well, I remember having a DS before I moved. 2004. Okay. That's why. Because I had WarioWare Touch. That was the shit. I loved WarioWare Touch. And Kirby's Canvas Curse. And then, distinctly remember getting Final Fantasy III from my friend for Christmas. And Final Fantasy V Advance for my niece. He bought me that as well. That's a really shitty spot to be in. Ah, fuck. Let's get the fuck out of here. Then from there, what happened after all that? I remember at one point I had Mother 3 on a Game Boy Micro as well. The Famicom Game Boy Micro. And I played a shit ton of Street Fighter 4. It's the only reason why I bought a 360 was to play Street Fighter 4. Oh wait, he's weak against Napalm. But anyways, the reason the story came up is because I'm trying to remember the first time I played this game. I remember playing it on a rental when I was really young, when it probably first came out. Or I keep thinking that's probably Mega Man 4, and then I played this for sure on the Fantasia emulator. But anyway, moral of the story is play Mega Man 5, it's a good game. I'm just gonna be rambling on trying to remember shit that it all blends together at this point. I can't remember any of it. One credit for 3 minutes? Jesus Christ, stingy. Can't win anything for 3 minutes. Those games are too long. Can't forget I played a lot of Dragon Quest VII as well. And my friend, and Dragon Quest, it was Warrior before. I had Dragon Warrior 1 on NES, and then another friend of mine had given me Dragon Warrior Monsters because he thought it was a Pokemon ripoff, but when I played it, I was like, oh, I know these characters, they're from Dragon Warrior. Fucking, I'll take that game, sure. RPGs, I'm there. So from there, I remember one day I went to Funko Land, an old video game store, a really good one back in the day. I went to buy some Game Boy games, and they had Dragon Warrior 1 and 2 just come out that same day, so I remember buying that and being super hype on that for a long time, and that was had to have been junior high or so, because I remember taking the instruction manual, the art class, and I guess we drew some of the swords and shit from the book. What's up, Marty? This is when like Dragon Quest was like non-existent in America. Dragon Warrior, Dragon Quest. Because I remember Dragon Quest, I keep calling it Quest, Dragon Warrior 7 had come out on PS1, and I remember seeing it at Best Buy, like next to the PS2 stuff. My friend got it. We played it at his house for a long time. And then years later, I played it again. Actually played it on an emulator. Actually, it was the same fucking disc, as a matter of fact. He'd given me it. Because he lost disc 2 at some point. That's why I had Dragon Warrior 2 or 7 for so long. It's like, I had disc 1 in the case, and he'd lost disc 2 and we never found it. Then I remember playing through disc 1 and then downloading the ISO for disc 2 and playing that on emulator. So I played disc 1 on emulator using just booting the CD into the disc drive. I remember that. Man, I played a shit ton of Dragon Warrior 7. 100 hours. I didn't even finish it. Yo, Dan, thanks for the host. Oh, this dude's fucking me up. Just then shot that go, motherfucker. Leave me alone, Thomas the Train. I do nothing to you. Help. Help. Look it. That piece of coal does less damage to getting touched. Nope, sorry Dan, no supreme victory. It's still there. Mega Man 11 was alright. I thought it was pretty cool. The music could have been better. Wily stages could have actually been long. Could have actually had a Wily stage. I remember that being like 2 stages. And that was the end of the game. I remember being disappointed on that. But 11's alright. Another interesting tidbit. I remember I was staying with my sister. She lived like 6 hours away because she had gotten married. I remember hanging out at her place, renting Mega Man X5. Playing it with her husband's nephew. It was about my age. We played that. I think we beat it. I think he just had like a PS1 somewhere in the closet. It's like, we should rent a game for this. I'm like, yeah, it's a good idea. And they took us to Game Store, which had fucking shit selection. I think it was trying to find like Street Fighter or something and they didn't have anything. It's like, oh shit, Mega Man X5. I've never played this. That's where I played that the first time. It was pretty cool. I actually haven't beaten it since. That's like over fucking like 15 years ago or some shit. Ancient times. Simpler times. Nah, I didn't play it in 2001 though. It was like when PS2 was already out. Ah! 2005 sounds about right when that happened. I don't remember. Again, it all blends together, but I'm just remembering all these small details. I don't think I'd ever heard of Cannon Spike until I saw Aquas play it. Another game I missed out on was Mega Man Legends. Like, I wanted it for the 64, didn't get it, which is fine because it's probably the gimped version anyways. So I probably should get around to playing that at some point. $20cc. Starman's weak against the wave gun, if I remember correctly. Mega Man's stuck on the moon. That's cool. He doesn't have to breathe. Dude, they should make Mega Man Legends 3 in the Resident Evil engine that they have now. Man, all these secondary weapons are kind of useless. Oh, shit, get fucked up. Scary. Ah, bad kitty, get away from me. STK though, that kitty can hang out all day. Oh shit, oh shit, no! I fell back into the lion's den, get me out. Send help. Oh man, I'm glad STK's dad works in Nintendo. What happened? Rush, you tricked me. You're supposed to boost me up there, you asshole. Dude, I distinctly remember Rush getting me up there off the spikes. There it goes. Ah! Fucking blocks. Joshua found the new emote. Granted, somebody beat me to that one. I didn't get to make that one. Unofficial part of the Doka Doka collection. Jesus Christ. Oh shit, I didn't realize Super Arrow was gonna run out. No. God damn it. I'm a genius. God Fuck. It's like, let me just super arrow across this pit. Be faster. It's a long pit. Super arrow's running out. It's not looking good. And of course we saw the end result. Hilarious. Ah, shit. Dude, none of these are like his legit weakness. Ah! That was smart. I want to see if I can make that. Alright, I need to stop. I'm gonna run out of lives. What a twist. Getting bored. Hold on. I can probably no, it's too fast. Cool. Something. Stop, Wiley. Wah! See, I can read that. Miso. I can't even read all. It's too fast. Just slow and stay on screen. I can read it. It's too fast, so I'm trying to struggle to keep up with it. All right, take a quick break, real quick. Nice. Dude, that spike's so slow. That saw, rather. I don't remember what this boss is. Oh yeah, this guy. Oh yeah, this guy. Man, this game gives out E-tanks and 1-ups like candy. Fuck! God damn it. And I'm eating those 1-ups like candy. Good lord. Pouring out for poor old Mega Man. Going to Wily's bottomless pit. Oh, dude, this is gonna suck. What an annoying boss design. Yeah. Oh well. Not too bad, just 2 tries. Not the biggest deal in the world. Boop. Good shit. Seeing how I don't want to refight this, just want to get it over with, I will use my E-Tink. One of my mini E-Tinks. Got them for days. Get them out of my house. Get them out of my house. Oh yeah, forgot Crystal Man was here. He's in the game too. All your favorites. Oh yeah, it's just these walkers. Oh. Oh. Oh Christ, it does them one by one. I think in Mega Man 6 it does them all in one shot. That's a bad idea. Whose idea was that? Be real, I don't think that's weakness. Super arrow. Hmm. Yep, thanks, Oshawott. Set it and forget it. Get him, Burb. It's the one you can hurt him, right? Yep, this is the one. Couldn't remember if it was this one or 6 where the bird didn't work. I just need to stay out of danger. Got him. Good burb. Get pecked, motherfucker.